Croeso I Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrecsam ac I Seremoni raddio y Brifysgol. Y chweched o 6 seremoni i'w chynnal dros 3 diwrnod. Welcome to Wrexham Glyndwr University and to the university's graduation ceremony, the 6th of 6 ceremonies to be held over 3 days. Y mae 2 ran i'r seremoni sy'n cael ei alw yn gynulliad y Brifysgol. Yn rhan gyntaf y cynulliad, byddwn yn derbyn yn gymrawd anrhydeddus, unigolyn a ystyrir yn deilwng o'r anrhydedd yma. Yn ail ran y seremoni, byddwn yn cyflwyno tystysgrifau, diplomau a graddau. There are 2 parts to this ceremony, known as a congregation of the university. In the first part, we will receive as an honorary fellow an individual who has been judged worthy of this honour. In the second part of the ceremony, we will be presenting certificates, diplomas and degrees. Wel, mae nawr yn rhoi pleser mawr I mi wahodd Colin Jackson, Canghellor Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrecsam, I agor y seremoni y prynhawn yma. It gives me great pleasure to invite Colin Jackson, Chancellor of Wrexham Glyndwr University, to open the ceremony.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. For many of you, today's ceremony is the official end of your studies at Wrexham Glyndwr University and is marked by these formal proceedings known as a congregation. The reason for this congregation is so that degrees can be conferred, honorary fellowships awarded, and other business which concerns the university be transacted. And so, by the authority given to me by the university, it gives me great pleasure to open this congregation of Wrexham Glyndwr University and the University of Wales, and to ask that the university proclamation be read.
Hyder trwy addysg. Bydded hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol. Y cynhelir heddiw ar y dyddiad yma, dydd Gwener, y 4 o Dachwedd 2022, yn Ninas Wrecsam. Gynulliad awdurdodedig Prifysgol Glyndwr a Phrifysgol Cymru I dderbyn yn gymrawd anrhydeddus, unigolyn teilwng, sydd trwy ei gweithredoedd wedi profi ei hunan yn deilwng o barch yn y gymdeithas academaidd. Derbynir i'w gwobrau hefyd unigolion sydd trwy efrydiaeth yn y Brifysgol a thrwy ddisg, medr a dyfalbarhad wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordeiniadau'r Brifysgol. Gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl, I wasanaethu ei hoes a'i cenedl dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleuni a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, ath dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd. A rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hen ddiffydd leoedd. Y mae digonedd o aer ac o emau, ond geiriau deallus yw'r trysor gwerthfawrocaf. Hyder trwy addysg. confidence through education. Be it known to members of the university and to all here present that authorised congregations of Wrexham Glyndwr University and the University of Wales is being held here in the city of Wrexham this day, Friday, 4th November 2022, to receive as an honorary fellow a worthy person who, through her actions and deeds, has shown herself to be worthy of the respect of the academic community. In addition, those who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability, and perseverance, been deemed worthy of university awards in accordance with the ordinances of the university will be admitted to their appropriate degrees, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Mae Owain Glyndwr wedi ein hysbrydoli ni dros y canrifoedd. Tra roedd Shakespeare yn disgrifio'r dyn, roedd y bardd Cymraeg Iolo Goch yn disgrifio ei lys. Gorau Cymro, tro trylew bia'r wlad. Lyn bywer lew, gŵr mein gryf. Gorau mangre a ffiau'r llys. Hoff yw'r lle. The spirit of Glyndwr has inspired generations. The Welsh poet Iolo Goch described his court, while Shakespeare spoke of the man. He is a worthy gentleman, exceedingly well-read and profited in strange concealments, valiant as a lion, and wondrous affable, and as bountiful as mines of India. Wel, mae nawr yn bleser gen I alw ar yr athro Clare Taylor I gyflwyno Clare Budden am gymrodoriaeth anrhydeddus. It now gives me pleasure to call upon Professor Clare Taylor to present Clare Budden for an honorary fellowship.
It is my great pleasure to present Clare Budden for the award of Honorary Fellowship. Clare is the Chief Executive of Clwyd Allen, a housing association working across North Wales with a bold mission: together to beat poverty. Clwyd Allen provides homes and support services for those who have suffered homelessness, for people needing registered care, and for those who just need somewhere decent and affordable to live. Clwyd Allen employs 750 people and own over 6,000 properties. Clare is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Housing and has enjoyed a long career working for housing associations and local government, leading many service areas, including economic growth, regeneration, housing benefits and council tax, and housing and homelessness services. Claire has considerable voluntary experience in the charity and social enterprise sector. She is a member of the Welsh Government Housing Support National Advisory Board, advising the government on measures needed to end homelessness, and is an associate member of Betsy Cadwaladr University Health Board in North Wales. Claire also chairs the North Wales and Merseydee Business Council. However, first and foremost, Claire Budden's personal and professional mission is to end poverty and inequality. Claire lives close to where she grew up in North Wales and has said that she feels lucky to have been able to live the life she has chosen. And she has spent her career working tirelessly to help other people live the lives they choose too. Claire's passion in this respect is uncompromising. Indeed, she has said, "I get angry that where you live or are born still affects life outcomes so much." Claire is chair of 2025, a movement established to end avoidable health inequalities in North Wales. And through 2025, she has worked closely with myself and colleagues here at Wrexham Glyndwr University to shape our civic mission partnership strategy. We have welcomed Claire's insight and challenge and are delighted to be part of an extensive network of over 600 people and organisations working together to achieve the long-term change our region needs to create healthier and fairer communities. There is no doubt that Claire's passionate commitment to working with partners in addressing the causes and impacts of poverty is both infectious and inspiring. Therefore, I am delighted that Claire is being honoured for her services to ending inequality. Chancellor, I present to you Claire Budden, for the sake of honour, Fellow of Glyndwr University.
I'm quite nervous actually. It's a long time since I've felt this nervous. But I think the most important thing I wanted to say today to everybody graduating was fantastic achievement. Bendigedig, well done. You've achieved your success in the most difficult of circumstances over the last few years with the COVID pandemic. And I hope that everybody picking up their award today is immensely proud of everything that they've achieved. And I'm sure that everybody close to you, who loves you and looks after you, is deeply proud of your success. I wanted to say just a few words, I suppose, about, I felt really, that wasn't really me that Claire Taylor was talking about. It must have been somebody else. And perhaps I just wanted to share a little bit with you about, I guess, why, what drives me to do the things that I do. And I want really to say it to you today, to encourage you that your educational success is just a springboard now for the rest of your life. And my experience is that if you really care about something and really want to do something, you can. Some goals that we have for ourselves might sometimes seem insurmountable, that they're going to take forever, but when you really are passionate and care about something, every small step is a step on that journey. And I would just encourage everybody to really take their education now and do the things that matter to them and the things that they love. I ended up at university in a strange kind of way, really. I was never going to go. I hated school, really, and I left at 16 and went to college. And then at 18, I thought, do you know what? Work or education? And the education thing won out really. And I ended up doing a degree in cookery, and I've worked in housing all my life. So I guess that's the other thing to think about, is that a degree in one subject doesn't necessarily tie you to only working or living your life in a single field. But when I went to university, I'd always been an avid reader as a child, and in our house that had been things like reading the Brontes, lots of the kind of really old classic books. But when I went to university, a whole new world opened up for me. I learnt about things that I'd never really thought about before, or I'd never really understood. So I learnt all about racism, sexism, the legal justice system, apartheid, things that really got inside me and made me think about the things that were wrong with our world, and that I wanted to play some part in trying to do something about it. And then the thing that really has struck a chord with me since is one evening at uni. We went over to a peace camp. So I was at uni in the 80s when there were the Greenham Common protests, and there's an American spying facility just outside Harrogate in Yorkshire. So it's an American base. I can see some people nodding in the room. If you've ever driven and seen these big white balls as you go towards Harrogate and wondered what they're for, it's this American place. And during the 80s, a group of women had set up camp outside there protesting because they believed that it was putting the UK at risk to have a big American base like this on UK soil. And they'd given up their homes, they'd given up jobs, they'd moved away from their families. Some of them had been imprisoned because they were campaigning about something they believed in. And what that taught me was that you need to be brave about the things that matter to you. And if you really believe in things, sometimes you'll take risks because it really matters to you that you're going to start to make progress on this big goal and this big journey that you've got. So whenever I doubt myself, whenever I feel scared, whenever I'm not sure if I can do something, I always think about the women of Menwith Hill and what they were doing for something that they believed in. So if you take anything away from today, from my few words, it's believe in yourself, have the confidence to do the things that you want to do, and go ahead and live the life that you choose. But thank you everybody for this today. I'm deeply honoured.
Bydded hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol fod y Brifysgol wedi rhoi'r awdurdod i'r athro Maria Hinfelar i dderbyn i'w graddau fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrecsam a enillodd raddau yn unol â rheolau'r Brifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r rhai y gellir ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn yn yr rhestrau printiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the university and to all who are present that the university has granted authority to Professor Maria Hinfelar to admit to their degrees students of Wrexham Glyndwr University who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the university. The names of those who may be admitted to their degrees in this congregation are to be seen on the printed lists that have been distributed. Anrhydeddus Is-Ganghellor. Cyflwynaf i chi y myfyrwyr hyn o Brifysgol Glyndwr Wrecsam i'w graddau, diplomau a'i tystysgrifau priodol. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present you these students from Wrexham Glyndwr University to their respective certificates, diplomas and degrees. Baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth, Bachelor of Science.
Timothy Garston, Thomas Rhys Davis.
Baglor yn y Celfyddydau Anrhydedd. Bachelor of Arts, Honours.
Agata Machowski, Ryan Primerano Riano.
Baglor mewn Gwyddoniaeth, Anrhydedd. Bachelor of Science, Honours.
Danielle Evans, Oliver Brownridge, Rhys Davis, James Hughes. Ben Randalls, Dylan Williams, Dimethro Yarosuria. Stuart Canton, Anthony Clayton, Kevin Krasowski, Alexander Rook. Jan Stark, Thomas Cheschewitz, Olitha Liadapedia, Ratanayaka, Mudia Sinalaga. Christoph Ocko, Mark Williams, Lewis Ashley, Aria Beadle Dovey. Harry Booth, Lucy Glass, Owen Harris, Samuel Inglis. Georgie Karabadzakov, Tabitha Large, Bell Matthias Thomas, Ethan McMoran. William Mussel, George Richards, Liam Roberts, James Shanahan.
Wel, hoffwn yn awr wahodd yr is-ganghellor I roi ei hanherchiad. I would now like to invite the Vice-Chancellor to give her address.
Chancellor, Chair, graduating students, parents, spouses, friends, colleagues, Honorary Fellows, members of the Board of Governors, ladies and gentlemen. Prananda, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you most warmly to today's award ceremony at Wrexham Glyndwr University, on what is a very special day for everyone assembled here today, whether you're here in person or watching on the live stream. This is the first time since 2019 we've been able to hold formal graduation ceremonies this week in this format, and I'm so pleased to stand here today. Gaining a university degree is one of the highest personal achievements. It's a test of stamina, commitment, intellectual rigor, and ability. You should be extremely proud. You've worked hard, and you have embraced the opportunity of a university education. So, on behalf of all the staff and the Board of Governors at the university, I'd like to say congratulations, Gelangevargiadai, and well done. I am delighted to be the first to shake your hand and to address you all today. It's a real privilege. As the leader of the university, I can truly say that graduation ceremonies are the highlight of the year. They symbolize the values which we stand for. A degree is a valuable asset. It is yours as of today, and will remain yours forever. It marks an investment which you have personally made into your future, and this is now being rewarded. There will be others who have no doubt contributed hugely to your personal achievement. This will include your close family and friends, and they deserve your thanks. No matter how much individual talent you have, very few people can thrive unless they have a supportive environment around them. People on the home front who let you get on with your studies and lent a listening ear when you needed one. And I'm sure many of them are here today, so let's give them a big thank you, shall we? What does that sound like and look like? Excellent, well done, thank you. Our thanks also include all the staff who've helped you and supported you throughout your time here. The last few years have, of course, been dominated by the COVID-19 pandemic. And this has had a profound impact on the way in which we were able to deliver our programs. The key consideration for all our staff, academics and professional services alike, was that we should not compromise on the quality of what we do or on the support that we offered to our students. Our staff demonstrated the ability to adapt to challenging circumstances, and so did our students. We simply got on with it, using remote technology or whatever means possible to help to get you through the curriculum. Yes, it may have been a very different student experience and not what everybody had anticipated, but I'm confident that we emerged stronger than ever. We should also thank our Students' Union, bringing your voice to every level of the university. As a senior management, we worked closely with the SU in our decision-making processes around fair distribution of COVID hardship funding, which had been allocated by Welsh Government. That was a heartwarming experience, which proves how resilient we are as a university community. So, back to the subject of how valuable a degree actually is. You will now have it on your CV, so it is a passport to future employment or study in your chosen profession. It is proof that you have acquired relevant knowledge, skills, and competencies, not least the ability to stick with it and get to the finish line. You are now an expert in a particular area. Be proud of it, but also keep building on it. It may be the finish line for now, but it should not be the end point. You will keep developing and learning. This can take many forms, further training or research perhaps, but it is especially important that you grow in experience and that you reflect on how you have grown. It is all too common for people just to plough on regardless and never stop and think. But believe me, it is worth pausing occasionally to do just that. So ask yourselves 3 simple questions from time to time. Firstly, am I doing a good job? Secondly, am I stretching myself? And thirdly, am I still enjoying what I do? So let's dwell on those 3 questions for a moment. The first one, am I doing a good job? This is about performing to the standards as expected, doing what it says on the tin, not disappointing your colleagues or your customers or people at home. It's what you get out of bed for and what you're able to deliver in your chosen role. The second one, am I stretching myself? That's about pushing yourself a little and coming out of your comfort zone. Perhaps not every day. You can't always be pushing yourself over the limit. That would not be healthy. But if you never stretch yourself, you lose that curiosity. And to keep your brain sharp, it needs new things. And then the third one, perhaps the really crucial one. The question whether you're still enjoying what you do. Again, we need to be realistic. No job is wall-to-wall fun. I can tell you being the Vice-Chancellor of a university isn't a laugh a minute either. But enjoyment is about fulfillment, that you are contributing something, that you're making a difference, that you're doing what you're doing is making you proud. Standing here today and meeting so many graduates and all their families and friends certainly makes me proud about my role. And so does a walk around a busy campus any time of the year, seeing staff and students enjoying our fabulous facilities. So remember the 3 questions. Am I doing a good job? Am I stretching myself? And am I still enjoying it? And if you're not happy anymore with the answers in your own head, perhaps it's time to have a think and have a chat with a few people, with some friends, and look for a change. But whatever it is that you decide to do, your degree will always stand you in good stead. So I will now move on to what has been happening at the university. It's been a very busy time here. In fact, as it is 3 years since the last formal graduation ceremony in this auditorium because of the pandemic, there's so much to catch up upon. It's going to take me 3 times longer to go through my speech. No, it won't, I promise you. So what are the key developments I'd like to share with you? I'll have to start with how proud we are of the fantastic results this year in the National Student Survey, the NSS. Thank you for your support in responding to this survey. We had more than 3/4 of our final year students taking part, which is a better response rate than most other universities. So those results really do tell us something. You gave us some really good scores on the questions around the quality of teaching on your programs, and also on the feedback which your lecturers have provided on your assessments and assignments. So we are delighted and really proud to be consistently in that top 10 echelon of all 130 UK universities for teaching quality. The biggest news we received in the past year was that we had been successful in our bid for a 10-year contract with Welsh Government to deliver a range of allied health and nursing courses for the whole of North Wales. With brand new facilities at our campuses here in Wrexham and in St Asaph, we will be training the future nurses, physiotherapists, paramedics, occupational therapists, dietitians, operating department practitioners, and speech and language therapists. It's a huge responsibility and a huge honour and a great development for the university and for North Wales, offering exciting career opportunities for our students and helping to improve health outcomes for our local communities. And it is only fitting that our university won this new contract in the year that Wrexham was also awarded city status. We're already finding that is helping to put the university on the map with prospective students and employers. And this is good news for our graduates as well, because it raises the profile and the name recognition of your qualification. We publicly welcomed the announcement when it was made. We've also made good progress with the recognition of our research as part of the independent review which takes place across the entire university sector every few years. In the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology, it was particularly the engineering field which was rated as world leading for some of the work it does in optics and composites. Our Faculty of Social and Life Sciences did particularly well in the field of social work and social policy, with our criminal justice group judged to be world leading as well. These successes and the growth in our research activities across all our subject areas have given us the confidence to apply for research degree awarding powers in our own right. Our submission went to the Privy Council over the summer, giving evidence of how we meet the criteria. We await further news about the external review sometime next year. We've also expanded our range of postgraduate programs, taught programs. These are postgraduate pathways in business, computing, the arts, and many more. So you are welcome to return and join us on these programs at any point in the future. Several hundred international students are now also attending these master's degree programs here in Wrexham, having travelled from India, Africa, as well as Western Europe. On top of that, we have over 3,000 students with partner colleges spread around the world, for instance in Hong Kong, Singapore, China, and the Middle East. We also have around 1,000 students on purely online MBA and MSc programs. So the university is spreading its wings. We are growing, we're expanding our footprint, and we now have around 10,000 enrollments here in the UK and abroad. So that makes your qualification truly global, and you will be a member of a global community of Wrexham Glyndwr University alumni. Back home, we have not stopped developing and investing as we roll out our £80 million Campus 2025 programme. We have delivered refurbishments and upgrades across all our campuses. These projects have added state-of-the-art specialist facilities, such as the healthcare simulation suites, new science labs, and the moot room. Teaching spaces have benefited from renovation, new furniture, and new digital technologies, with an eye to reducing our carbon footprint to make sure that what we do is sustainable. There are welcoming new social spaces across all our campuses, proving popular with staff and students alike. And the best thing of all, students and staff are back on campus in large numbers. That's what we're doing it for. And there's much more to come, with planned new buildings in engineering, the Health Innovation Quarter, and for the Students' Union. I've always found it really rewarding to hear how our graduates are getting on and to see them doing well. So we invite alumni to stay in touch and tell us how you're getting on. We have our WGU Connect service and also our Careers and Employability service. They're here today in the marquee, and you'll be able to meet them later on. They will remain available to you and will be there to help you whenever you need it. And you can also help us. The independent National Graduate Outcomes UK survey will contact you in about a year's time. They gather information from graduates 15 months after completing their studies. I cannot stress enough how important it is for us and for our future students that you participate in this survey, so that we build an accurate picture of the impact and outcomes of our academic programs here. We care about this and will act on any lessons learned. So please cooperate with the Graduate Outcome Survey, and we will be truly grateful. So to round off, I wish you every success in your future career, and once again, there's nothing more rewarding than discovering what impact a university education can have on people. Today, of course, is about enjoying the moment and celebrating that. Make sure you do that. You deserve it. And for the future, I wish you pob lwc, iechyd a hapus roedd da. Good luck, good health, and happiness. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Anrhydeddus Isganghellor. Cyflwynaf i chi y myfyrwyr hyn o Brifysgol Glyndwr, Wrecsam, i'w graddau diplomau a'i tystysgrifau priodol. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you these students from Wrexham Glyndwr University to their respective certificates, diplomas and degrees. Tystysgrif uwchraddedig, postgraduate certificate.
Alfie Anthony.
Meistr yn y Celfyddydau, Master of Arts.
Ashley Lowe.
Meistr mewn gweinyddu busnes, Master of Business Administration.
Mahendra Kalagotla. Larry Nkacha.
Meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth, Master of Science.
Sam Klusky. Mohammed Saeed. Mandeep Kaur, Hasitha Modelpath Mudi Yansalaja. Sai Pale, Sahithi Ponaka, Anusha Villapalli. Erdal Beyoglu, Declan Carroll, Rita Green, Mohammed Khan. Jodie Locke, Benjamin Marshall Sheen, Tim Reed. Gary Asson, Richard Davis, Itayi Garakai, Michael Keddy, Wellington Kembo. Andre Trimbetas, Keith Croxford, Ermias Soda, Craig Bryan. Rubina Limbu, Marius Jaya Surya, Charitha Maweli Withanasam. Jason Davis, John Davis, Radoslav Zaleski, Clinton Patel, David Harris.
Before I come to the most formal part of the ceremony, as this is the final ceremony of 6 this week, I would just like to thank many colleagues who've made these events run so smoothly. So that includes our strategic planning student administration team, estates, IT services, the administration services within the Vice-Chancellor's office, marketing, the academic staff. Everybody has contributed. It's been a wonderful team effort, and apologies if I've missed anybody out, but it's been wonderful. I've just had to turn up and do my speech and shake a few hands and haven't had to worry about a thing. So it's been brilliant. And of course, it was 3 years since the last time we ran it in this format, and it was almost as if we'd done it yesterday. So well done to everybody, and I'd like everyone to really show their appreciation to my colleagues. And for the formal part of the ceremony, that's going to be a double act between myself and our wonderful orator, who's also done a marvelous job this week, and 6 sessions without a glitch. So well done. So here we go. So this is the most formal part of the ceremony now, and it is the point at which we confer the degrees officially on you, and you receive your awards, and you officially become graduates. So at some of the older universities, this might be done in Latin. Of course, across the UK, it's typically done in English. And here, we're in Wales, we're going to do it in Welsh. So the orator will ask me to confer the degrees and all their privileges upon you, which I will do. And she will then ask me to do the same for those who can't be here today and who will be getting their degrees in absentia. May I therefore ask to do it properly? Please stand up, and we will perform the ceremony. So please, all graduates, please stand up. Thank you. Thank you. So.
Anrhydeddus is-ganghellor. Cymeradwyaf I chi dderbyn y myfyrwyr hynny i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r graddau hyn.
Twee awdurdod y Prifysgol am ddiriodwyd I mi, dermyniaf chwi i'ch gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r gwobrau hyn.
Anrhydeddus is-ganghellor. Cymeradwyaf I chi dderbyn yn ei hapsenoldeb y myfyrwyr hynny a enwyd yn rhannau priodol y rhaglen i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r graddau hyn.
Twee awdurdod y Prifysgol am ddiriodwyd I mi, derbyniaf i'ch rai anodwyd in ei hapsenoldeb i'w gwobrau ac I holl freintiau'r gwobrau hyn. That's it. You have your degrees. Congratulations.
Wel, hoffwn yn awr ofyn i'r canghellor I gau y cynulliad y prynhawn yma. I would now like to invite the Chancellor to close the congregations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the granting of an academic award brings privileges and responsibilities. Through your hard work and diligence, you have joined a distinguished society of scholars And I'd like to add my personal congratulations to those of the Vice-Chancellor and the University. Now, in doing so formally, I close the congregation of Wrexham Glyndwr University and the University of Wales.
Wel, gyfeillion, dyna ddiwedd ein seremoni am y prynhawn yma, a dyna ddiwedd cynulliad Prifysgol Glyndwr Wrecsam am y flwyddyn yma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this afternoon's graduation ceremony and the congregations of Wrexham Glyndwr University for this year. Gai ofyn i chi gyd i sefyll ac aros ar eich traed, hyd nes yr orymdaeth gan gynnwys y graddedigion newydd adael y neuad os gwelwch yn dda. May I ask you all to stand and remain standing until the procession, including the new graduates, has left the hall. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you.